Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming a get ready with me. Now, just kind of like letting you guys know, I'm not like good at doing makeup at all. Like, I'm not doing this as like a tutorial. This is just kind of like a get ready with me. This is my favorite makeup look and I just thought it would be kind of fun to film. So I'm kind of testing out like where I want to film makeup videos if I do continue to do that in the future. I kind of just had to figure out like where the best lighting is and where I can kind of put all my makeup because I kind of have a lot. Tonight, me and two of my friends are filming a super fun video for you guys. So I have to go to work in like 40 minutes. So this is going to be like a fast, everyday makeup look that's super easy. And I think it's a really great like summertime look. Like I really like doing it. So I just thought it would be fun to film for you guys. Okay, so I just took a shower like an hour ago and I always put lotion on my face afterwards, but I've been at the lake a lot, so my face is super dry, so I am just gonna put more lotion on. And also my lips are like blistering since I've been at the lake so much and I didn't put like stuff on my lips, so I have been using this like all day every day. And I don't do this just like when I do my makeup. I mean, I always do if I'm going to be wearing like a matte lipstick, matte lip gloss or something. But I like this. I've been doing that all day. And then I start off with priming my face. And I use this like NYX Born to Glow primer. And it's super, super glowy. It's kind of been like leaking everywhere every time I bring it. I think it like exploded in the plane or something. Like when I went to Vegas. Just kind of like, I feel like I look really funny right now, but I just kind of like put this all over my face and then I just use like my beauty blender and I just kind of like blend it in everywhere. Okay, and then sometimes I like go back and forth like of how I do, like if I do my eyes first or if I do my face first, but I always like to prime my face first just so, I don't know, that's just what I like to do. So then next I'm going to do my eyes and I don't really use like an eye primer, I just usually use like a concealer, so I've been using like this, oh let's see if it'll focus, okay, but anyways I use this Maybeline concealer. Oh, it's the Fit Me concealer in the shade sand, yeah. And so then I just like put that on my eyes. I just put a little bit and then I got my beauty blender wet and then I just like pat that all over my eyes so that it gets everywhere. So my friend Savannah was supposed to like do this video with me. We're gonna do like a get ready with us, but she's like still asleep and it is 2:27 and I was just sitting at her apartment with her like waiting for her to wake up and she wouldn't. So I was just like, you know what, I didn't want to wake her up because I felt bad, so yeah. But anyways, today I'm going to use my Modern Renaissance palette. I absolutely love this palette, but the only thing I don't like about this palette is I feel like there's not a good shade to like set your, like whatever you put as your primer. Like there's kind of like this lighter shade right here, but I don't know. I don't really like using that to set my eyes. So I use my Tarte palette and then I just use like this big flat brush and then I usually use the shade Classic. It's just kind of this nice light shade. It's a nice tan shade. And then I just use that to set my eyes. So as I'm like filming this, I don't really know if I like the lighting in here. It's like really bright and I feel like it like washes out my face a lot in some places. I don't know. I feel like I can't use a place that's like there's a ton of lights like above me and so I feel like that's not very good. Okay, so I'm kind of going to go back and forth using the Tarte palette and the Modern Renaissance palette. These are kind of like my two favorite palettes. I definitely like the Tarte one more. It is like my go-to palette, but I really, really like the Modern Renaissance palette when I'm just kind of doing like this everyday look. So just wanted to make this like super clear. Like I really do not know what I'm doing like 95% of the time. I just kind of do what works for me and I'm not doing this as like, I don't know, like a tutorial. Like this is really just like a fun video for me to make and I don't know. Like I really like doing makeup and I go on like big streaks where I like do my makeup a lot. I don't know. So I'm gonna go in with this like purpley shade, Buon Fresco. Don't laugh at me and how I pronounce these. Okay, but I'm using like this Morphe brush. It's just kind of like, I don't know, a good shader brush, crease brush, I don't know. And so then I just put that in like this purpley color, and then I just start off and I put that in my crease. So I put that everywhere, and then I do that on the other side. I'm gonna try like zooming the camera in when I do my eyes. Dang, that's kind of freaky. I don't know if I like that. Okay, oh no, let's zoom back out. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna keep it far away to do this. Yeah, so then I did like that purpley shade, and then I'm gonna kind of go in with like a dark, with like a darker purple on this palette, and I'm using the color Profesh. And I just dip that in with the same brush, and I'm also just gonna put that in my crease. I'm mad at myself that I have been slacking on my vlogs, like editing them, but sometimes it seriously just takes so long to sit down and edit. Like, props to YouTubers who post like every single day, because it is like a lot of work to edit videos, and when I work and stuff and I get home, I just like have no motivation to stay up and do anything. People at work just wear me out. Okay, so then after I go with that shade, I go in with like a more purpley shade. I don't know, okay, I'm gonna see if you guys can like see this, but that's the shade that I use. So it's kind of like a purpley brown color, but then I'm gonna use the one above it, Fierce, and that's more of like a darker purple. I really like doing purple for summer because I feel like it seriously looks good with everything. And I'm just gonna put that more in like the corner, not like my whole crease again, but just kind of right here in the corner. And I'm using the same brush. This is like my favorite brush, obviously, you guys can tell. So that's the only brush I've used pretty much so far. So I just kind of put that in the corner, and then I do that on the other side. It's kind of weird not doing makeup or not listening to music while I do my makeup. Then I just kind of like fix the edges a little bit. I really don't know if you guys are going to be able to see kind of where I'm putting the color, but this is kind of what it looks like so far. And then I'm going to go back to my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to mix like two colors. I'm mixing Love Letter and Red Ochre. So this one and this one, I think. Oh, nope. This one, Red Ochre, and then this one. So then going in with a different brush, mixing it up a little bit. I'm going to use like this big fluffy brush from Morphe. I really like using this brush, but then yeah, I just kind of like dip it back and forth a little bit, and then I just put that in my corner just to kind of like make that a little darker, but like gives it some color. Just kind of like spread that out throughout the crease. Okay, and then do that again on the other side. And for those of you guys who have like the Modern Renaissance palette, seriously, these shades are so easy to use. Same with the Tarte palette. So I always like tap my brush after, just so that there's not like a lot of fallout, which is nice. Okay, so now there's like a really big mirror behind me. I feel like I'm like super awkward right now, but I'm just kind of making sure it's like even. Okay, so then done kind of with more of the matte shades, like the Morphe 350 palettes upside down, and then these are like the shades, super pretty. So I really like to use this sparkly color. So if it's like this way, it's like the third shade over. And then I just use like this flat brush from Wet n Wild, and then I have like my e.l.f. setting spray, and I just like spray the brush so that it like picks up more color. Thanks YouTube for showing me all these makeup tricks. And then doing good on time. Okay, so then I just kind of like do that, and then I'm just gonna like go halfway on my lid and cover like the other half. Like, I don't know, like not in the corner where I put like the darker colors, but just kind of right here. And I'm just going like all the way up to my crease. For those of you guys who don't have Morphe palettes, they are literally the best. I was excited for Savannah to be here to do this with me because she got the Jaclyn Hill palette and it's seriously so beautiful and I love all of the shades. So that's what it looks like when it's done. It's super, super pretty. Love the shimmery shades on this. Okay, I just go back in with like this flat brush I was using at the beginning and I don't like dip it in any color. I just kind of use like what's left. And then I just kind of go back in my crease just so there's not like shimmery in my crease. And then that is it for the eyes for right now. I kind of like go back and forth like my face and eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to do my foundation. So I use like this True Match Lumi foundation in the shade In3. And it was kind of way too dark for me for a while, but now that I actually have like some color, it looks okay. So I just do like 2 small pumps of that. And then for a while I used like my beauty blender to like put it everywhere, but now I like use my finger. Then I just like put that everywhere. Dang, this is like kind of light now. Before this was seriously so dark on my face. There's not really, I just kind of put it everywhere. It's kind of different every time until I just don't have any product left. Just kind of make myself look like a clown. Good stuff. There we go. Okay, and then I get my wet beauty blender again and I just blend all of that out. And then I just kind of like go down on my neck a little bit just to, you know, make sure everything's blended together. And then I kind of suck at using my beauty blender. And so I use like this flat brush from Wet n Wild and I just kind of like make sure I got everything. And then I just kind of like, you know, make sure it gets everything. That's what I do for my foundation. And then I go back with this Maybelline concealer that I used on my eyes. And then I just do that for like my under eyes. So I just do like 5 little dots. And then I just do like a little bit right here. I just kind of make like a little triangle. And then I just do the same thing on the other side. And then I also do it like right here, and then I just do like a line to kind of like contour my nose, and then I look like this. For a while I would like do it right here just because that's what like a lot of YouTubers did, and it just looked like I missed a spot when I was like blending in my foundation, so I just stopped doing that. And then to blend in my concealer, I have like this brush from It Cosmetics. It's just like, it came in this little set and I got it for the contour brush, but then I really like using this. I don't really know what you would call this brush, but I don't know. It's just kind of like a flat brush, but it's like a smaller version of the big one. And then I just blend that in. Okay, it's like going out of focus because it's like focusing on this, but okay. And then after that I just kind of go in with my beauty blender again and just kind of like push everything in so that it's not like looking cakey. And then something that I stopped doing is like setting all my makeup after I do my concealer, because it seriously makes my under eyes crease so bad. If anyone has like any little tips for that, you can let me know, because my under eyes crease so bad when I put like powder. So I just like stopped putting powder until the very end, and then I just put like a little bit right here so my forehead doesn't like look greasy throughout the day. Okay, so then next what do I do next? Oh, contour my face. Okay, so I have like this brush from e.l.f., the Flawless Face Brush, and it's just like this big fluffy brush. And then I use this Bahama Momma bronzer, who's it by? Oh, by The Balm. And then I couldn't use this before because it was too dark, but now it's like better since my face is a lot darker. And I just like dip that in a couple times and tap it out. And then I just like do it all over my forehead just to kind of like bronze my forehead up. And it always makes my hair really staticky whenever I do it afterwards. Just, I should probably start wearing a headband, but I don't know. And then I just kind of like do that to bronze up my face. This is why I bought that brush set, this contour brush. I had like this one from e.l.f., but I don't know, I didn't really like it. This one's like super dense, and this one's just like more fluffy, and my friend Cagney had this and I used it all the time, so I just went and got it. And then I used my Lorac Pro contour palette, and I use this like, before I used the light contour, but now I use the medium contour shade, and I just like tap that in a couple times. And then instead of like going like this on my face like I used to. I just kind of like tap it on my face like this. And I just feel like it looks so much better. Like, it doesn't look as sloppy. Like, personally on my face, like, it just doesn't look drag. And I just feel like it looks so much better like that. And then I just kind of like do it right here a little bit. That's what I do for my contour. And then do it on the other side, obviously. I feel like this video is going to be like extremely amusing to watch just because I don't really know what I'm talking about. And I feel like it looks super funny. So yeah, I don't really put powder on my face, creases, feels like I look really cakey, still trying to figure that out. So anyone got any tips, you can comment down below. But then after I do that, I do my highlight. But I use like this highlighting stick from NYX, Bright Idea illuminating stick. Let's see what shade it is. Chardonnay shimmer, and it's seriously so pretty. I just got this at Target. Okay, so my camera overheated. I've actually read a lot of stuff that it actually does that, and I was really hoping it wouldn't, but it did. So, took a little break. 2:49, gotta be working 10 minutes, so we're gonna hurry up. Okay, so after I do my contour, I use this contour, or the highlight stick, and then I just kind of like do this right above my contour, and just kind of like get it on, and then I kind of actually like go like that. And I do it up a little bit. And then I do the same thing on the other side. And then I just kind of like that. And I do like a little bit right there on my nose. And then like a little bit right here. And then I just like blend that in with my finger right here. And then for right here, I do that. I do it with my beauty blender. I feel like I'm rushing through this, but I really don't want to be late. Okay, and then after I do that, that is when I use this brush and I actually put powder on my face, and I just kind of do like this yellow highlight shade, and I literally tap it in there one time, and then I just do it like right here on my forehead. Okay, so then I do my mascara. So I don't really like wearing eyeliner. Sometimes I do, but I use this L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. Okay, so then there's my mascara, and I always forget about my brows, but I don't really do much to them. So I just have like this NYX micro brow pencil, and I just kind of like, literally I just kind of brush up my brows. And I just kind of shape them. Sometimes I fill them in, sometimes I don't. But yeah, I just do that. And then I also do like a powder highlight over the stick highlight. So I got this new highlighter from Kohl's. It's like a Lorac highlighter, and it's the shade Daylight, and it looked so pretty. And then I just have like this Morphe brush. I'll like link all the brushes I use down below. So let's see how this looks. So I just kind of tap that in, and then I just do it right where I put my highlight. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. Okay, so this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm filming a super fun video tonight, so I'll also link that down below when I finish that. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Kind of let me know if you guys want to see more makeup videos. I had so much fun making it, even though like I'm kind of rushed and I really gotta go. But I will see you guys tonight.